Welcome to my 5-minute tutorials. This time we're going to be thinking about the terminology when we are talking about inside, outside, inward and outward. So like the previous tutorial about high section, middle section, low section and high, middle and low, inside, outside, inward and outward is the same sort of principle. So the principle being, if I'm talking about myself as the Taekwondo practitioner, then I would be doing either an inward motion block or an outward motion block. And what that means is we have this center line, and if my blocking tool or my attacking tool goes towards the center line, it's classed as an inward motion. Okay? If it's going away from the center line, then it would be classed as an outward motion. So if I was to do an outer forearm inward block, then it would be coming from out here and it would come round, as we've discussed before, for that terminology would be on the chest line. If I was to do a front block, it is still classed as an inward motion, but we don't use the word inward, we would just use a front block. Okay? If I was going to be doing an outward block, that means I have to form a cross position and then block away from the center line. So if you look at an outer forearm low block, that would be an outward block. If I look at an outer forearm middle block, that would be an outward block. So when we're talking about us as a practitioner, we talk about inward and outward. If we then had an opponent, we would then be talking about blocking on the outside or blocking on the inside. Now, if my opponent was to just step forward and do a punch, and I was to block on this side of his arm or her arm, I would be doing an outside block. If I was blocking on this part of the arm, then I would be doing an inside block. So let's just recap on that. If I use the terminology inward or outward, that's to do with me as the practitioner. If I use the terminology inside or outside, then that's me talking about where I'm blocking on my opponent, which is creating either an opening on the inside of their body here or an opening on the outside of their body. Okay, so hopefully that's sort of cleared something up, or that's given you some understanding of the different terminology used when we're talking about inward and outward and inside and outside. Thank you.